Samsung's really tearing me apart right now, and it's because of this thing, the brand new Galaxy Watch 8. Right off the bat, I truly believe that the Galaxy Watch 8 is the best base model smartwatch you can get for an Android phone, and it all starts with this new square cool cushion design that you can see that kind of started with last year's Galaxy Watch Ultra, but I actually prefer how it looks on the Watch 8 compared to the Ultra because this seems a bit more busy and bulky, whereas this looks really clean and minimal. I really actually like the cushion design of the Watch 8 for two main reasons. The first one is that it gives the watch a very distinct visual identity, and the second one is that it actually allows Samsung to spread out the components on the inside a bit more and thereby make the watch quite a bit thinner. This slimness combined with the new dynamic lug system for the bands, which means that it sits way closer on your wrist, means that it's one of the most comfortable smartwatches I've ever worn, and all of that combined with how lightweight this is means that it kind of feels like the watch is just floating on your wrist, which is great from an everyday comfort standpoint. If you like the idea of wearing a smartwatch for the general convenience and health metrics, and also the idea of sleep tracking, but you're not a fan of wearing a smartwatch to bed, I really believe that the Galaxy Watch 8 would change your mind on that because it's just so freaking comfortable. In terms of performance, the Galaxy Watch 8, just like the more expensive 8 Classic and Watch Ultra, is running the Exynos W1000 chipset, which means this thing is incredibly smooth, incredibly fast, and literally does not stutter like at all in everyday usage, which is kind of rare for an Android smartwatch. Look, this could just be me, but with my experience with most other Android smartwatches, it feels like there's a layer of lag just kind of built in, but on the Watch 8, none of that really exists, and in terms of battery life, you can really stretch it out to about 3, but on a realistic charge cycle, I'd expect 2 full days. The One UI Watch 8 software experience on this watch is also really stable and smooth, but my favorite experience has to be the fact that Google Gemini is just built in on your wrist. This is such an underrated and useful feature. But there is one very specific aspect of the software experience on the Galaxy Watch 8 that definitely doesn't put me off from recommending that you buy it, but it's something that kind of forces me to scratch my head. Because this new pill-shaped tile-based interface on the Galaxy Watch, I just don't think it's it. It just doesn't fit the whole vibe of the watch in my opinion, because it's basically just a pill inside of a circle inside of a squircle. There just seems to be so much empty space that isn't really utilized even on the circular display. The whole UI of the watch basically looks like that, which isn't a problem functionally, but in terms of just my visual aesthetic preferences, I just don't think it looks kind of nice to have a pill inside of a circle inside of a squircle, if you know what I mean. But that's just nitpicking. Otherwise, the Galaxy Watch 8, it's just so easy to recommend.